Hello, I'm Tom Nelson. In my previous toning video, I had trouble getting a good print with Selenium toning. I've worked on it and I believe I've conquered Selenium. There are two advantages to Selenium toning. It's cheap and it gives a nice warm tone that's about halfway between Palladium and Van Dyke Brown. Let's talk about cost. In my previous toning video, I found that except for Platinum, none of the other toners is very expensive on a per print basis, but the cost for a minimum amount of toner may be prohibitive, except for Selenium. You can get enough Selenium toner for about 900 prints for $20. Selenium gives an attractive sepia look to the prints, and that may be another reason to use it. There's one thing to note about Selenium toning for Kallitypes. With all other Kallitype toning methods, you should tone the print before you fix it. This avoids bleaching of the highlights from the fixer. But Selenium reacts with the unfixed silver in the print to produce terrible staining. You must fix before staining and darken the highlights in your curve to adjust for bleaching by the fixer. To show a comparison, I printed my trusty garlic image with gold, palladium, and then selenium. I did my best to match the prints, but the curves are not perfect. The delicate highlights are important to the image, and I tried to get just a hint of tone in the brightest highlights. It may be hard for you to see the difference in a YouTube video. To show the processing, I set up copy lighting in the darkroom. At each stage, I put the print on a piece of glass over the tray to copy, then continued developing. During development, the print looks good, but a little dark. 3 minutes in a stop bath lightens the print, and a clearing bath of 3% citric acid leaves it yellow and burned out looking. Fixing darkens the low values, but it still looks contrasty and burned out. Toning further darkens the print and changes it to a sepia brown color. Here's the test image, toned with palladium and gold, and now selenium. Isolating the color of the three prints, gold is quite neutral, palladium has a hint of brown, and selenium quite a bit more colorful. I put a strip of neutral 245 tone on the right to represent the uncoated paper. Gold and palladium have almost no staining, and selenium stains just a bit. Notice that selenium stains the uncoated paper as well. These are the curves I used for the prints: gold, palladium, and selenium. For selenium, I had to darken the shadows, slightly raise the high midtones, and darken the extreme whites as well. Gold needs to be printed quite light since it darkens a lot when it dries. You really do need a separate curve for each toner. On this print, I used my gold tone negative and then selenium toned it. As you can see, the midtones are dark and low contrast. All right, that's everything I've learned about selenium toning. Give it a try and let me know what you think.